guests, Sanskrit scholars, and Sanskrit lovers to the Navati Samvatsara Mahotsava of Samskrita Academy. We will start the program with Vedic prayer by students of Madras Sanskrit College. They will be chanting Shukla Yajurveda.
Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunayama Devaha Bhadram Vasya Maksha Viryajatraha Sthirairangai Stushtvagum Sastanobhi Vyasema Deva Hitanyadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vritasravaha Swasti na Pusa Visvavedaha Swasti nastarcho Arishtanemihi Swasti no Brihaspatirdadatu Harihi Om Samidhagnindo Vasiyata Greteir Bodhayata Tithim Asmin Havya Johotana Susamidhaya Sochike Kretanti Paran Johotana Aganaye Jata Vedase Tantva Samitbhirangiro Kretena Partaya Masi Brehacho Cha Javishtiya Harihi Om.
I request the audience to keep their mobile phones in silent mode. The Samskrita Academy was established in 1927. It was inaugurated by Sri Madan Mohan Malaviya, and its first president was Professor Kuppuswamy Shastri, who was also the first president of Madras Sanskrit College. The Academy was instituted for the preservation and promotion of Sanskritam and our Sanskriti. For Bharatasya Pratishthe Dve, Sanskritam Sanskritis Tatha. The warp and weft of the fabric of this unique country are Sanskritam and culture. We are proud that the Academy has functioned without a break for 90 years, striving to achieve its ideals, and we are hopeful that this institution will continue to reach new heights in the decades to come. It is a matter of honor that we are celebrating this historic occasion in the presence of Padma Shri Bibek Debroy, Chairman, Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister of India, and a permanent member of Niti Aayog. He has come here amidst many pressing engagements. The financial budget is to be presented in a few days. Many of us may not know that this economist, who plans the economic trajectory of this great nation, is also committed to the preservation of our heritage. He has translated several of our scriptures, including the Valmiki Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, and Harivamsha. In addition, he has also translated the entire Mahabharata into English. We are reminded of the saying, Aprapyam nama nehasti dhirasya vyavasayinah. What is impossible for a courageous and indefatigable person? Sir, you are indeed a source of inspiration to all of us. The Academy's aim of propagating Sanskriti is well represented by the presence of Padma Bhushan, Dr. Padma Subramaniam, noted Bharatanatyam exponent in our midst today. Her contribution to our arts and culture as a research scholar, choreographer, and composer are well known. She has authored many books on Bharatanatyam Shastra. She has trained many students from all over the world in Bharatanatyam, thus preserving this art for posterity. The role of this form of art cannot be undermined, as Mahakalidasa says, Natyam bhinna rucher janasya bahuda pyekam samaradhanam. It is also apt that Padma Bhushan Sri N. Gopalaswamy, President Sri V. Krishnaswamy Educational Trust and former election commissioner, is also here to welcome the dignitaries. He was appointed to assess and review the present state of Sanskritam in our country and also recommend ways to take it to a higher level. In this mission, he has been interacting with scholars throughout India. The Academy is to release 3 prestigious publications to commemorate this great occasion: Geetamrita Mahodadhi, Rahasyatraya Sara, and Tamrabarni Mahatmyam. I now request respected Sri Gopalaswamy ji to honor our chief guest, Sri Bibek Debroy, with a shawl and souvenir. I now request Sri Gopalaswamy ji to honor our keynote speaker, Dr. Padma Subramaniam, with a shawl and souvenir. Cheers. Thanks. I now request Sri Gopalaswamy ji to give his welcome address.
Namaskaram. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Vivek Debrai, Dr. Padma Subramaniam, Secretary to the Sanskrit Academy, Dr. Sita, and the Principal of the Academy. This will be a second welcome. Already a welcome has taken place, therefore I will be very short in my welcome address. While you were all introduced to Sri Vivek Debrai, I thought still a few issues need to be highlighted. Therefore, pardon me for reintroducing him rather. It's well understood that he is a multifaceted personality. While economics is his vocation, Sanskrit is his passion. So you heard that he has translated the entire Mahabharata in 10 volumes, sloka to sloka, complete translation. And the same thing he has done for Ramayana. And he is in the process of doing the same with Bhagavad Gita as well as with the Bhagavatam. So an extraordinary individual who transcends 2 worlds, economics and Sanskrit, with tremendous ease. And I have great pleasure in not only welcoming him, that he is the most appropriate person for this today's function for releasing the books. About Dr. Padma Subramaniam, as normally said, everybody knows everything, but since I heard something new, I must say that also. Recently I was seeing a Natakam on the great sage of Kanchi, Paramacharya. And it is there I learnt that on his blessings, that she took up full time to dance, and she also did the 108 Karanas in the temple in Satara on his blessings. So, a very appropriate person to deliver the keynote address today. Today, we have 3 books being released, and the family members of those who are authored these books are available, have very graciously come to this meeting here. I welcome them all for this book release function. Dr. Padma Subramaniam did mention right in the beginning to me, saying that she was disappointed that it is being held in a very small hall or area. She felt that this wonderful achievement, these 3 books must be released in a bigger gathering. So I had to repeat what I heard from somebody else. So let me repeat that. One person to my mind, very rightly remarked, saying that you would not find too big a crowd in the jewelry shops. Therefore, in the diamond shop, much less even. So those who have come here, I welcome them all with all sincerity, because you represent your great affinity for Sanskrit, to ancient culture and the heritage of this country. Therefore, I take pleasure inviting you all for this book release function and to be with us for this time to hear both Dr. Padma Subramaniam and Dr. Vivek Devrai. I am quite sure you will have an enjoyable morning. Enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. You gave us a very comprehensive idea of all the dignitaries here. We are indeed fortunate to have come under your guidance, and we will continue to look up to you in the future as well. Dr. Sita Sundaram, Secretary, Sanskrit Academy, will now give a brief report on 90 years of the Academy.
It is now my pleasant privilege to present a very brief report of the 90 years of fruitful service to the cause of Sanskrit in this part of India by the Sanskrit Academy. Respected Sri Debrayaji, respected Padma Subramaniam, respected Gopal Swamiji, I am going to give you a very short report because 90 years is a long term of achievement. 1927 was a noteworthy year in Madras for the birth of prominent academic and cultural movements. It was this year that the Music Academy, the Library Association, and the Sanskrit Academy were brought into existence at Madras. The journals Triveni in Andhra and the Journal of Oriental Research in Madras were also inaugurated at about the same time. The Academy was established with the motto from the Taittiriya Upanishad, Karnabhyam Bhuri Vishruvam. May I hear good things in abundant measure. The enlightened leaders of society and ardent lovers of Sanskrit thought of founding the Sanskrit Academy. These included such stalwarts like Mahamopadhyay, Professor S. Kuppuswamy Sastry, who was also the first principal of the Madras Sanskrit College, Sri V.V. Srinivasa Iyengar, Sir S. Varadachari, Sri T.R. Venkatrama Shastri, Sri K.V. Krishnaswamy Iyer, and Sri S. Satyamurthy. The Sanskrit Academy is a unique organization devoted to the promotion and propagation of our ancient heritage and culture through conducting endowment lectures, seminars, and other activities relating to Sanskrit literature, philosophy, and other systems of traditional philosophy and other systems of traditional studies. The Academy, founded in the year 1927, is completing 90 years now. It has been serving the cause of Sanskrit with utmost dedication by continuing its activities without a break during all these years. It was formally inaugurated in 1927 at the Senate building of the University of Madras by Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya. A large gathering of distinguished scholars were present on the occasion, and this included the President, Professor Sri S. Kupuswami Shastri. On this occasion, the newly founded Academy thought it fit to present the Sanskrit play Mrichakatika of Shudraka on the stage. The Academy had the privilege of arranging Pandit Malaviya's address for a second time in May 1929. On this occasion, he spoke in Sanskrit on the Hindu mantras at a public meeting in Iranade Hall. The Academy was officially registered under the Society's Registration Act in the year 1929. The Academy's main concern is to bring together under its aegis all the scholars, pundits and lovers of Sanskrit, and to promote and propagate the Sanskrit language and literature among the different strata of society. In order to achieve these main objectives, various measures were undertaken. It may be said without exaggeration that the Sanskrit Academy is the only body in Tamil Nadu which has been consistently working for more than 90 years for the promotion of Sanskrit at all levels and also taking proper steps for the establishment of Sanskrit and Sanskritic culture as important items of study in schools, colleges and higher levels. Whenever the interest of Sanskrit study were sought to be jeopardized by any action of the authorities, it was the Sanskrit Academy that carried on persistent agitation and made strong representations to the authorities so that Sanskrit study may not be affected. The Academy has also done a great deal of work in popularizing the works of eminent poets and scholars in Sanskrit and also encouraging scholarship and talent in Sanskrit. It has kept alive among the people the interest in the Sanskrit language and literature and promoted the appreciation of the beauty contained in Sanskrit literature. The Academy continues to look after other Sanskrit activities with as much enthusiasm. A body like the Academy alone can supply with imagination more attractive sources of Sanskrit knowledge. Some of the milestones we will now look into. The Silver Jubilee of the Academy was held on 24th July 1955 at the Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Hall. Sri T.L. Venkatramayar, Judge Supreme Court, presided over the function. The Silver Jubilee address in Sanskrit was delivered by Pandit D.T. Tatacharya Tirupati. Selections from Valmiki Ramayana were presented in dialogue form by the students of the Egmore Sanskrit School. The Golden Jubilee of the Academy was celebrated in a worthy manner in 1978. Rightly indeed, the Academy celebrated in 76-77 itself at the Golden Year with suitable lectures, publications and preparation for a grand finale which came off in March 1978. It was quite natural and appropriate that the celebrations of the Golden Jubilee were inaugurated by His Holiness Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamigal on 27 February 1976. The Diamond Jubilee of the Academy was inaugurated in 12th February 1990 by His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamigal in the immediate presence of His Holiness Sri Shankara Vijayendra Saraswati Swamigal with Anugraha Bhashana. The 75th year Platinum Jubilee celebrations were inaugurated by Sri Ram Mohan Rao, the then Governor of Tamil Nadu, and the valediction was held under the immediate presence of Sri Karan Singh, Honorable Minister from the Rajya Sabha. The 80th year was celebrated in the benign presence of Maharanyam Guruji Sri Muralidhara Swamigal. During these celebrations, many Sanskrit and Tamil scholars, historians, archaeologists were honored with titles and awards. Many books were released by the Academy during these Jubilee celebrations and in other times also. To help the students, the Academy holds model exams for the students of 10th, 11th and 12th classes, and the students who score high rank are given medals and prizes. The Academy has to its credit many important publications on different aspects of Sanskrit literature like epics, philosophy, religion and culture. The Academy has also published textbooks for the 10th standard matriculation students at the instance of the Government of Tamil Nadu. Major textbooks for degree level students have also been published. The most prestigious publications of the Academy include Lectures of the Ramayana by Right Honorable V.S. Srinivasa Sastri, translated into Tamil and now being translated into Malayalam also. The Ramayana Diary, the Lectures on the Bhagavad Gita, 3 volumes by Swami Paramarthananda, and Tek Shankara and Shanmata. The Academy has been honoring eminent traditional and modern Sanskrit scholars with titles. There are many endowments created by judges, advocates, scholars, philanthropists. Endowment lectures are held regularly in the memory of immortal Sanskrit poets like Valmiki, Vyasa, Kalidasa, Bhavabhuti and Vedanta Deshika. The Academy is to celebrate its 90th year, is celebrating its 90th year, and to mark the event, three books are going to be released. They include the Tamaraparani Mahatmya, Sanskrit and Tamil, Geetamrita Mahodadi in Sanskrit, and Rahasya Tirayatara of Vedanta Deshika. Jubilees are appropriate occasion to highlight not only the greatness of the language and culture, but what is great in them. The participation of all well-wishers is solicited in these events, and this alone can make them memorable. Hence, your presence makes it memorable for us now. The Academy, like its sister organizations in the Sanskrit College, has been enjoying all along the benign influence, counsel and blessings of His Holiness's Jagat Guru, Sri Shankaracharyas of Kanchi Kamakoti Pita. Since 1905, when the Sanskrit College was founded by Sri V. Krishna Swami Iyer, the college campus has had the good fortune of being the main camp at Madras for His Holiness Sri Chandrasekhara Saraswati Swamihal and later his successor Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamihal. It was the privilege of the Academy that its golden and diamond jubilees were inaugurated by His Holiness Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamihal. It may be said without exaggeration that the Sanskrit Academy is the only body in Tamil Nadu which has been consistently working for more than 90 years for the promotion of Sanskrit at all levels. On a personal note, today we remember with much reverence and gratitude our uncle Sri Madhavan, who was the president of the Academy for 25 years till his demise. Tamaraparani Mahatmyam was a dream project of uncle, and both Mr. Krishnamurti and Mr. Raghunathan were very good friends of Madhavan uncle. I am sure he is watching from above. Thank you.
I now welcome Dr. Padma Subramaniam to give her keynote address.
Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Respected Shri Bibek Debroy, Chairman Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister and Member Niti Ayog, Shri Gopalaswamy, President Shri V. Krishna Swami Iyer Sanskrit Education Trust, Srimati Sita Sundar, Dr. T.P. Radhakrishnan Nambudri, respected professors, lecturers, scholars, members of the founders' family, and the august gathering. When our dear Justice Prabhashri Devan phoned me and affectionately commanded me to deliver this keynote address, I told her that I am not a Sanskrit scholar, but I am a devotee of Sanskrit. I may not be able to, I can read and write, but I'm not someone who can write in Sanskrit, but I can communicate in Sanskrit because I dance Sanskrit. With profound, respectful pranams to the founder and all those who built the spiritual and intellectual edifice that is the Samskrita Academy, I begin my keynote address. It's indeed. Sorry, I have a bad throat. I have been standing in Rajaratnam Stadium for half a day yesterday, training about 2,500 dancers who are dancing this evening as a preamble to the Hindu spiritual and service fair. All of you are welcome to the fair, which starts on 23rd at Guru Nanak College. And this evening for the Bharata Muni Natyathon at Rajaratnam Stadium at 6 o'clock. Sorry. It is indeed a punya phala of my parents and forefathers that I have been asked to deliver this address at this auspicious juncture when the 90th anniversary of this tall institution is being celebrated. Several geniuses have adorned this organization. Puja Sri Kanchi Mahaswami himself had camped in this premises and delivered several lectures which are now published in Tamil as Devathin Kural, that is, Voice of Divinity. Samskrita is one language which is considered Deva Bhasha, for it has been a vehicle to carry sermons on spiritualism, religion, culture, science, and politics. This Girvani has been our systematized, well-refined language and had been our lingua franca all over India. All regional languages of not only India but also Southeast Asia have connection with Samskrita. For example, 80% of Thai language is Sanskrit, and in Indonesia the term bhasa means language, and to denote the cardinal direction of the West they use the term Bharat. There are about 10,000 Sanskrit inscriptions in Southeast Asia. Today, we need to spread this awareness of linguistic and cultural connectivity with our Indian neighbors. But even more important is to create this awareness within India. The richness of Sanskrit literature is well known. I intend to deal with the cause and remedy for anti-Sanskrit movement in Tamil Nadu in particular. It is significant that the Samskrita Academy has managed to survive in Chennai, Tamil Nadu for 90 long years. And this is in spite of an unfortunate tirade against Sanskrit. This anti-Sanskrit Dravidian politics is an outcome of the intellectual conspiracy of our European rulers to divide and rule our country. This deep-rooted cancer of separation injected a couple of centuries ago has still not been cured. The artificial iron curtain between particularly Tamil and Sanskrit has to be blasted. I do not mean that Tamil has no separate existence, but to imagine that it is alien to Sanskrit is the product of an inheritance of Western political view combined with the white skin complex of our own local so-called intelligentsia. The root of this frenzy is the 200-year-old Aryan-Dravidian race theory, which has no base in our own ancient scriptures or of any Indian language. During this year of the 90th anniversary of Sanskrit Academy, my humble suggestion is that a highly academic book that can be easily understood by the layman must be brought out through this august institution, proving the invalidity of the Aryan-Dravidian race theory. Several researches have been made in this regard, but with none of them kindling an awakening at the grassroots level. Unfortunately, children are still taught this old theory in their history books. These books don't even mention that the new researchers go against the view given to us by Max Muller about 2 centuries ago, creating an awareness about the validity of Sanskrit as a common language from time immemorial in the whole of Indian subcontinent is therefore extremely necessary. In fact, it is vital for national integration. The perversion of the meaning of the term Aryan, which just means refinement as found in our own traditional dictionary and encyclopedia like Amarakosha, is actually sinful. While Arya was a term used in qualitative sense, the word Dravida was used in our country in geographic sense. Our Puranas have been condemned as stories of no credence. It is our Puranas which are a mine of information on the history and history of geography. Puranic geography speaks of Jambu Dvipa, meaning Eurasia as a landmass, with Mount Meru as its nodal point. This is the Pamir mountain of today, and Puranas speak of 4 Varshas, that is 4 landmass on the 4 sides. It is described as a lotus with 4 petals. The petal on the northern side is Rishi Varsha, that is Russia. I have been fortunate to directly listen to our Pujya Kanchi Mahaswami talking to Professor Rybakov of Moscow about this. South of Meru is Bharata Varsha, which includes the present Southeast Asia also. Bharata Khanda is the present Indian subcontinent. In Bharata Khanda, the Puranas refer to the land mostly north of Vindhyas as Gauda Desha and south of Vindhyas as Dravida Desha. Pancha Gauda and Pancha Dravida are the subdivisions on the 2 sides. Skanda Purana and much later even Raja Tarangini, which is a historic chronicle of Kashmir, speak of these aspects. The Pancha Gauda are Saraswata, roughly today's Kashmir, Kanyakubja, that is Punjab, Maithila, which is Nepal, Bihar and part of Madhya Pradesh, Utkala, Orissa, and Gauda, which is northeast including Bengal. Pancha Dravida includes the following: Gurjara, that is Gujarat, Maharashtra, that is Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra, which is Andhra today also, and Dramida, that is Tamil Nadu. Nowhere Dravida is mentioned as a race. If we understand the true meaning of Dravida, it would be interesting for the politicians of today to realize that our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, can be described as Gurjara Dravida. So he is a Dravidian. We must be very happy, or South Indians, particularly Tamilians, must be very happy. Another interesting factor is that the language Maharashtri has been recognized as one of the Prakrits connected to Sanskrita, but Maharashtra had been classified under Pancha Dravida Desha. Hence, where is the divide between Sanskrita and Dravida? Pujya Kanchi Mahaswami had also opined that the Dravidi Prakrit, which according to the Westerners is a dead language, is in fact only Tamil, which has been always a living language. Pujya Mahaswami had also mentioned that Rajendra Lal Mitra, a great linguist of the 19th century, had also spoken of Dravidi Prakrit as Tamil. Pujya Kanchi Mahaswami had said that even the term Dravida is Sanskrit. The need of the hour is to revitalize Sanskrit study, which will automatically unite the regions of India and connect Southeast Asia. An immediate necessity is to request a group of scholars to work together and get all the relevant references from Sanskrit sources to prove the concept of Pancha Gauda and Pancha Dravida and wipe out the two